my crafting bunnies, it's Mio here today, and as you can see, I'm going to show you how to make this miniature tiny little home. They remind me of the Polly Pocket homes, and that's really been my inspiration. I've been obsessed with Polly Pocket, which is a toy back in the 90s where you can have really miniature homes with little dolls that you can put in different environments, and I love them so much as a kid, and I'm really disappointed they've been discontinued for safety reasons, but I decided to create my own using polymer clay and some crafting wood. This project is actually very easy to create. It does take some time though, and you want to put a little effort just to make sure it turns out really nice and pretty. And they're very lightweight, so you can actually carry them with you. If you want, you can put a pendant on the top and turn it into a tiny little necklace, which is why I made mine so small in case I wanted mine to be a jewelry item. I really loved how it turned out, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. For more like these, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you haven't already, and do check out my social media websites such as Instagram and Twitter to get previews of more videos to come. So let's go ahead and get this fairly short tutorial started, shall we? You're going to start off with some craft wood. I bought this at my local craft store. It's 1 millimeter thick. You can get something thinner if you can. The thinner the better. And you're going to need some paper and ruler. So with the paper and ruler, I went ahead and drew out using the lines to create the shape of my home. As you can see, my home is very small. I wanted mine to be tiny, but if you want yours to be bigger, you can. And go ahead and just outline this on your wood and cut it out. So as you can see, my little home is about 1.5 inches in height. Again, you can make yours smaller or bigger, however you want. And I like to use gridded paper because it can make sure that the lines are very straight. You can use an X-Acto knife to cut the wood if it's thin enough. If not, sometimes regular scissors will work. I would just make sure that the lines are very clean and make sure that you spend a lot of extra time making sure the edges are very sharp because you're going to glue all the edges together. Now, I told you guys earlier to make sure you pick out really thin wood because you want to make sure it's easy to cut out. It also helps make sure that it's lightweight. As you can see on mine, I'm just using some regular glue, super glue, to glue all the pieces together. So as you can see, you can have the back part of your house and you're going to need the side pieces. So I made sure I measured everything out to make the bottom, the sides, and the roof of the house. Spend some extra time and care to make sure that you glue everything perfectly together. Now, I wanted my house to have some layers, so I cut out an extra piece of wood. I made sure it's a little bit thinner than the actual sides of the house, and I'm going to make a second layer to my house so it has more dimension. This will be the upstairs portion of my tiny miniature home. Once you make sure it fits in your house, you can hot glue it, and I decided to cut out a tiny small piece of square wood to be a bookshelf. Now, this is optional. I decided to make a small little ladder so that my little Polly Pocket character can go up and down stairs. You don't have to have this if you want. I just think it looks really nice. I just cut off some extra pieces of wood and hot glue, or super glue actually, it to create a tiny little ladder that will fit inside the home. Furniture pieces, I just use some polymer clay. Now, before you bake anything, I highly suggest you guys make sure that it actually fits in your home and that you kind of display everything so you know what it looks like. So this is the refrigerator. I made sure that it fit in the bottom stairs before I started decorating it and putting in all the finer details to make it look like a refrigerator, like so. So once you have all of your pieces together, you kind of want to play around with what furniture and how much space you have in each tiny little home. So right here I'm creating a tiny little plant. As you can see, I'm putting in some leaves and a tiny little ball of blue clay. And once you are happy with all your furniture pieces, you can pretty much super glue them in. I heated all of my pieces for about 20 minutes in the oven at 250 degrees Fahrenheit, and I made sure everything fit perfectly in the house before I started putting it together. So as you can see, I created a fridge, I made an upstairs bedroom, I made a door, of course I made some extra plants, and some of the other stuff that I created would be like a rug, a window, books, maybe even a bookshelf in different places. So each home can be very unique and different, and you can put in all the different things you want. And of course, the colors are unlimited. So I created everything here using very neutral colors, but if you want something very bright, vibrant, you absolutely can. So this, guys, is what my first miniature home looks like. As you can see, I put the stairs kind of in front of the refrigerator, and if you want to reorganize the furniture, you absolutely can. So here I created a second one, and as you can see, I actually added a little bit of different furniture, and I kind of repositioned the stuff a little bit. So the windows on the bottom stairs, the top part actually has a small little shelf with the plant on top, and your choices are really limitless, and I really loved how this project turned out. What I like most about this tiny little piece is that it's very lightweight, so if you want, you can add a pin on the top and turn this to a necklace and carry it around with you. I will say it's very delicate, so be very, very careful with it. But otherwise, I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed creating it, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. For more like these, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments below if you played with Polly Pocket before in the past, and what was your favorite little Polly Pocket toy that you ever had. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!